Hello, my name is Michael Deland. I'm the Director of College Relations here at Clear Creek Baptist Bible College, and we are here once again to give a spotlight on one of the many courses that we teach here at Clear Creek Baptist Bible College. And I'm delighted to have my friend, Dr. Toby DeHay, with us today. Toby, he teaches our evangelism in church planning class. He also works with the Kentucky Baptist Convention with the evangelism team, specifically focused in church planning. And so, Toby, it's great to have you here today. If you would, just share a little bit about what that class does.
Thank you, brother. And I really enjoy teaching here at Clear Creek. The class is focused on church planting, but we take a particular focus towards evangelism in church planting. As a church planting consultant or associate with the Kentucky Baptist Convention, we see one of the most important things for church planters is that they understand and are evangelistic, that they are intentional about evangelism, about training their church to be evangelistic. And for the church to be healthy and for it to be a multiplying church, the church needs to have a healthy understanding of evangelism. And as the church goes, the pastor goes. And so we want to have pastors understand that evangelism is the utmost thing to do with our church plants. And this is one of the things that this course focuses on.
I appreciate that too. Now we're in a very unique season, one that we've never seen before with COVID-19. Working with the evangelism team, church planning team with KBC, what are you doing to encourage pastors to try to remain evangelistic when traditional methods like door-to-door evangelism is simply not an option right now?
Yeah, it's been really weird. It's been very awkward. And our church planters are among some of the guys that are on the cutting edge of this. These guys are used to change anyway. They're used to doing things differently anyway. And some of the things that they're doing are utilizing social media. They're going on Facebook. They're utilizing YouTube, Instagram, and all the different social media avenues. And many of them were doing that anyway, a lot anyway. And so what they're doing is just ramping up on that. Some of our guys, they had decent equipment, so they've upgraded. Some of them had some extra funds, and some churches love on them to upgrade some equipment to evangelize like that. And we're seeing some of our church plants put out a plea for lost folks who are listening on their Sunday morning messages, and they're being very clear and articulate with the gospel. People are being saved. These church plants are baptizing. One of the things that we've been encouraged to do at the Kentucky Baptist Convention is use a product called needhim.org. And it's from Billy Graham and Franklin Graham's organization. And folks from all over the world are able to go and ask questions. Who is Jesus? Why must I be saved? I struggle with depression, whatever it is. And it gets all funneled into this platform. And guys can go and utilize that. So even from your living room, you can be witnessing to somebody, in Kentucky or in Florida or even in England. So they're using things like that. We're also being inventive as we go. We're getting out a little bit and maybe going to the restaurant or whatever. And guys are still sharing the gospel just like they were before. So it's kind of a mix of some new and some old, and people are hearing the gospel and coming to Christ.
Yeah, that's good. So I like the idea of using the social media platforms because they're widely available to everybody. Yep. I also like the idea of while you're going.
Yep.
In Scripture, we see as Jesus went, basically as he was living, he was having these conversations at restaurants like we have those opportunities today. Last night, I was speaking with a fellow about the gospel, and it was just great. It's just a chance meeting that we had with a fellow, and so I just took the moment that I had and did that. Back to your class for a second. It's a 16-week course. It's available online or on campus. If there was a highlight week, what are one of those highlight weeks that you really seem to enjoy and resonates with your students?
Yeah, so last time I would say the highlight of the class was we used some material from a good friend of mine, Dr. Matt Queen. He's the evangelism professor at Southwestern. And I had Matt come through our class through electronic means. And the class interviewed Matt, and we went through the textbook that we used that he wrote, And we're excited to have Matt come through. In fact, the class told me, they said, if you'd have started with this book first, this might have been better. And I thought, I think they were right on this, because Matt did such a good job laying a foundation for evangelism and for the fact that the students really needed to get and understand that before we moved on. And so I was able to take that constructive criticism and go, okay, I need to move this. It was such a foundational thing. And they were so engaged with Dr. Queen. He was so gracious to give out his time and of his expertise and encourage our Clear Creek students.
Dr. Queen is an amazing guy.
He's so
a friend.
amazing. Yep.
Yeah, we love him here at Clear Creek.
Yep.
He's been here, of course, and we just love him. Well, I appreciate that, and we appreciate your time with us today. We're not going to take any much more of your time, but it's been great to have you here today. It's obviously great to have you as an adjunct professor here at Clear Creek. We love the Kentucky Baptist Convention and all that you guys do for our churches. I'm a pastor. You guys bless me, and so it's just a joy to have you as a ministry partner. And so with that, I just want to remind everybody, if you want to take this course, all you got to do is just contact the school and get signed up. You can take it on campus or online. And with that, I'll end with this. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a good day.